Hey, what's up, Legend Crew? So this is the first episode of Legend Ethics Shared Dreams. I'm proud to have my brother Brendon Ward on the show. I've known this guy for 5 years, and he's been one of the best of friends, and it's been amazing watching him grow in his journey in LA. So let's tell people about it. I mean, where are you from?
First off, thanks for having me on.
Of course, brother.
It really means a lot. You're doing big things over here, and you don't ever cease to amaze me of the amount of effort you put towards what you want to, like, towards your dreams.
I appreciate that.
I'm originally from Pittsfield, New Hampshire. It's a small town on the East Coast, right outside of Massachusetts. Grew up there with about 40 people in my graduating class, and then 4,000 total in the entire town.
Small town stuff.
Small town for sure.
Well, what was one of your dreams growing up as a kid? What did you really want to get into?
Honestly, like, I didn't realize how much I wanted to get into entertainment as much as I did growing up. Because a lot of the time, while you're in that town, you're like in a box, it feels like, and you're looking out into the world.
Yeah.
You didn't have much opportunity over there. The only really thing we had was sports, so that's all we really focused on. But further it got into my experience in life and stuff like that, I always tend to gravitate more towards entertainment. Even from like a young age, like my first instrument that I ever played, weird instrument, but it was a violin. My dad put a violin in my hand at like, I believe it was like 8 to like 10 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
I was never really any good at it, but I remember going to like different classes and had different lessons from one of the local girls that were a beast on the violin.
Yeah.
I mean, after that, I dropped that, and then I went over to Guitar Center and ended up picking up a drum kit.
Oh, wow.
I was playing for a while, and that didn't end up sticking either. And then further into my high school career was turntables.
Okay.
During graduation and just after graduation, like I started taking like turntabling really seriously, DJing more or less. And I just always loved it, but I never met somebody that actually took like entertainment into a career, like an actor, a model, DJ, anything like that. So like it didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
Growing up. But then once I got a plane ticket over here, that's when it started to click to be like, oh, okay, you can actually turn something in the entertainment realm into like an actual career.
And what really made you like make that first jump to come out to LA? Because I mean that's, as we know, that's one heck of a fright.
Sure,
right there,
absolutely.
It's a big jump.
Yeah, and I always respect that about people that do that, because that, like you said, it's not easy at all. I would say the reason why is because growing up, like, there was nobody really to look up to that would be like, clearly I was so passionate about this entertainment world for some reason.
Yeah.
But all I could ever see was just somebody through the television.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I look up to this guy, like I'm gonna watch 100 interviews, but I never got to have that one-on-one conversation and be like, how did you get there?
Yeah.
How did you create that blueprint?
Yeah.
So it was like kind of my goal and my vision to come out here to kind of create a blueprint for somebody that would be like, hey, I see you doing this, I can too. And then just to simply reach out and just see if I can like put them on a path to be like, okay, you can do it actually yourself.
Yeah. I mean, that's the hard part too, is there is no blueprint out here. I mean, you can't really copy what anyone else has really done. It's more of the mindset that you have to embrace rather than a certain outline of steps and such. But going into that, I mean, what were some of the obstacles that you faced when you first came out here? I mean, what would be a tip that you can give someone who's just starting off?
That's a great question. You know, because we've been through it since the jump. We were there since the early days. Definitely financial. Make sure you get that squared away first, which I clearly didn't, and I needed a lot of help at the beginning. I would say when you're starting out, start off with like a good cushion of minimum like 2 to 3 months worth of expenses, bills. And then strive for that. Like, make sure you keep track of each one of your bills along the way as well. So like, as long as they're getting paid, you're okay. Obviously you want to have some saving room as well if you're really like down to the penny. I would definitely recommend the financial, and then you got to really balance out the both. If you're out here in LA for a reason. It's not just you're coming out here to work. If you are, that's fine too, but like I'm just saying, like a lot of the times you have to do basically we'll talk about what you did as well.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to do full-time, like 40 hours a week in the regular job to get your bills paid, and then another 40 hours a week to just like chase your dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a very fine line.
I mean, that's the thing too, is I feel like some people, they get stuck in, I mean, they come out here with a dream, which is all great, and I mean, that's fantastic, that's amazing. But I mean, a lot of people get stuck in, they get scared financially, and they get lost in the, I gotta pay this bill, I gotta pay that bill. I mean, and yeah, it's very true. I mean, you have to have that stable backing, but at the same time, I mean, don't lose sight of why you came out here. So, I mean, that's when the juggling act starts coming in. And, I mean, you have to work hard so you can have a financial backing and such. But like you said, you do also have to work hard for your dreams. Otherwise, that's going to take a back stand. And you can't let that happen. So it is, like you said, a big juggling act. So it's been amazing watching you do that. I mean, because, I mean, as much as, I mean, I might work hard and such, I mean, Brendon works just 7 days a week, without a doubt. So I've always respected that about you and always admired that.
Appreciate that. Man. Yeah, that means a lot.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap that up for our first episode of Legend Ethics Shared Dreams. Again, this is Brendon Ward. I'm gonna post links to my social medias and Legend Ethics, the online apparel store, down below. And I'll link Brendon's Instagram and social medias as well, so you can see what he's going into and stuff like that. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll start pumping out videos once a week, so stay tuned.
I appreciate you, Leonard, for having me on again.
Of course.
Like, it never ceases to amaze me, man. You're one of the hardest working people I know, and it's constantly inspiring as well. Like, being able to bounce that energy off each other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Leonard's working like for his 150th day straight.
Yeah.
And still every conversation we have is about acting and getting better and pushing each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's an amazing feeling to continue to grow. So thank you again.
Okay, so yeah, on that last note then, I mean, that's just a perfect example of keep those, I mean, people that you keep in your company, that's who you're really going to turn out to be in a regard, because you inspire each other to motivate each other to work harder. So keep like-minded people around you, and all the rest, just boom. But let's build a legend crew, guys. Let's keep it going.